Feature Friday.
The freshest.
And we're live.
What's happening? How's it going? It's finally Friday, and I'm living for it.
It's still actually Friday, yeah.
Efra, this goes live on Friday, so it is Friday.
Yeah, but
It's
I think
Friday.
it's fair to say that this week's podcast is brought to you by. No, it's fair to say that I actually can't wait until that happens for the first time. I've been so pumped, just like someone get a sponsor or something, and then we tell them it's like this podcast was brought to you by, and then I have to read something. It's like Shave Club. It's good for your shaving. You know?
What the hell?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with our podcast whatsoever.
Yeah, I know, but it always sounds so cool when big podcasters do it.
Yeah, I guess it's cool.
And then, they get that money.
Welcome to Feature Friday, I guess.
But
Here's
money's not important for us. We don't care about it.
Hey, listen to our song. How about that? It's a new one. You might like it. It's fresh. It's fresh.
Yeah.
It is fresh.
Took a train to go us from the city, cause the city sometimes is one too many. And I feel like the time just never stops by. Got the blues and I'm breathing heavy in my heart. There's just one too many. And I feel like the time just never stops by. And I got rain.
I'ma come here, let me talk to you in Spanish. You've got no covers, come to mind and we can vanish. Gotta get away from all the hell that comes with living lavish. What I've achieved, you've no idea, even I'm astonished. I tell my chicas better pull up with no pictures. I don't do social shit, that's just for business, not for bitches. I'm cashing out this check I promised came from pictures. And then I'm stepping out, taking some time, putting some stitches. I wasn't rich before, but if you heard one of my speeches, you think I was doing well, always chilling in different beaches. Was wearing diamonds all up in my necklace. Far from the truth, I was probably running breathless. Me llamaban bandolero, yo quiero cantarte una balada, pero yo soy un rapero. Tengo problemas que me persiguen desde el comienzo y yo nunca espero. Quieres que te cuente un cuento bien severo, porque yo sí me acuerdo cuando Tego, Calderón y Don Omar eran los tipos que escupían más fuego. Y Calle 13, el residente está de frente, y Vico sí pues en la cárcel por su gente. Yo no entiendo a estos raperos, como todo entero, son como chihuahua con dientes. Puro ladra, ladra y no muerden. Puro ladra, ladra y no muerden. Chihuahua con dientes. Puro ladra, ladra y no muerden.
That's why I got
12 songs.
You have chocolate in your face.
Oh, sorry. You actually?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Right, okay, let's go. Let's crack it.
By the way, we've had an amazing last 6 months in terms of music. We've
An
found
engagement, and wow.
we have found new music. You guys have been super in touch and contact and sending us recommendations, and we found like a whole plethora of like new artists and like it's just like a range of.
I was gonna say that's such a complex word for my monkey brain. I don't understand.
And we also found this bunch of different genres like we didn't even know existed, like like K hip hop, K pop, K R&B, and then that's
It's just normal R&B but sung in Korean.
well.
You made it sound like it was such a thing.
Yeah, but the vibes and the visuals and stuff is completely different.
Yeah, that's true. But
know what I
like, I guess you can say that about any type of R&B. It's just visually different.
No, I feel like Western R&B has its own vibe.
That's right.
Korean R&B had
Fair
a
enough.
completely different vibe.
I agree.
Even with hip hop, which hip hop is such a like universal concept, it still felt different.
Well, I think that's what we're about to find out later today, is that hip hop kind of like I feel like in each country where you're listening to that type of style, like it accommodates to the environment.
Yeah.
So, say for example, you're listening to hip hop here in London, in England. It has a very strong. It has a very like. A very strong defined concept.
Okay.
Like it's gonna have to do something like with drill, or it's very grimy, like that's the style of hip hop here in London, in England. But then and I think in Korea they have their own way of like accepting this style as well. So I feel like it all, if you were to mush all of the hip hop and take artists from each place in the world and make a song, it will still be hip hop because it comes from the same roots, but each artist coming from a different part of the world will bring something different to the table, because they interpret it in a very different way. To like say like Latin hip hop is very different to American hip hop, and still hip hop. It's still street culture. It's still what it represents in the concept of the like genre, I think.
There's still like those common denominators of like it's still street music.
Yeah.
Hip hop is probably the rawest form of music.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like streetwise.
Yeah.
That's what freestyling comes from. That's So I thought for this week, why don't we just change everything? I actually don't know what camera to look at anymore.
Me neither. I keep bouncing up and down.
If I just look at you, if for this week I thought, why don't we just completely switch everything up? And as we started, we didn't know K-pop was gonna be so influential even on our music, and our perspective of music. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you. Why you have to be so extra?
Okay, so
what the hell?
we and I think I have found my favorite vocalists ever
Through K-pop.
Through K-pop, I think I
definitely.
have found like my favorite dancers, female and male dancers, through K-pop.
Through K-pop, that's so true.
My knowledge has broadened so much. I thought, why don't we start digging our toes? That's a saying, isn't it?
Dipping our toes.
Dipping our toes into new music from other parts of the world.
Like,
which it was so difficult trying to choose because there's so much music.
And there's so many artists
that are
all
so
around,
popular.
That are so influential in their country, on that part of the world, and you're like, oh, how do I even like start? When we were doing research a few minutes ago, a few hours ago actually, I was saying to Efra, I'm sitting here in front of the computer thinking I don't even know what to type, like what to look for, like I don't know exactly what I'm actually trying to like search for.
Yeah.
Because there's so many artists and like music genres, and like where were we go. So we decided to. Well, you're about to find out, but
Yeah, we decided to do French.
We decided to go through the French route. Not saying that the whole episode is French music, although that would have been cool. But we're adding two of the most popular right now artists that are popping in France.
Well, I don't know if that's actually true.
In
just like we just, you know.
Well, where limited research told us.
Yeah.
Please don't take our words for it. But based on the few minutes of Google typing.
Yeah, and like seeing what other people have thought about it, and you know.
We've come to the conclusion
some
that
fellow YouTubers have mentioned, like they mentioned on their channels and stuff. So
this too might be a good introduction to French music.
So what should we start with those?
We can, yeah. But I don't see why not.
Yeah. So I've actually heard of this artist. Her name is AYA NAKAMURA.
Nakamura. Why do you sound so American when you said that?
What else would I say?
So American.
Because I can't say it in Spanish.
American?
Because it's not the same.
Nakamura? Yeah, you could say it like that.
Nakamura. It's probably like that.
I have no idea how to pronounce her name.
Neither. Again, as always, please apologies for our ignorance. No clue. We're learning as we go. But
this song wasn't in like a Tory Lanez song.
Yeah, that song
blew
up.
That was a remake.
That song blew up in Britain, in London
especially. Jaja. Mama being on my mama.
Yeah.
So I don't even know.
That song is just unbelievably good. And then Tory Lanez dropped a remix, and then that remix also went viral, and people knew it for either or. Not just because of Tory Lanez.
Right.
And then she's just released a song, about 2 months ago, not just, but about 2-3 months ago, called Pookie. And I thought,
Pocky.
Or Pocky, yeah. I thought I already like her vocals from Jaja, so I thought, why not,
look at that.
Look at more of her music and see what we think.
By the thumbnail, she is a look.
Yeah, she's very good looking in there. She looks very good in the other video in Jaja.
Yeah, she is a look. That's all I have to say. She looks very cool. We're gonna put it from the beginning.
I want to hear someone say her name.
Same. I want to hear her say her name.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes, when you see artists saying their names and you're like, I had no idea that was the way it was supposed to be pronounced. Like Ariana Grande saying her own name sounds differently.
I wonder how people pronounce your name.
Same. My name is pronounced Waleska, as in like V. Waleska.
Yeah,
it's pretty straightforward.
Before that, I wonder how some of the people that have watched us.
Oh well, I've had so many people say my name in so many ways that is actually not. I'm not like hurt.
Walika.
Yeah. Walkika. It's like those are not even the letters in my name. Never mind.
Then the one that you probably don't like is Wale. You don't like that one.
But I like it in Spanish. I like how it sounds in Spanish. Ballet. Sounds ballet, like ballet.
maybe some people thought it's Waleska. Because of Wally.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a double E.
Yeah,
It's
what about
so it's not an elongated E sound. It's Waleska.
Maybe.
Well, I think the problem is the fact that... Oh, what happened? The problem is the fact that you have the E in English is pronounced as an E, and in Spanish the E is pronounced as an E.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess people will get confused. Waleska? Yeah.
So, AYA NAKAMURA. I'm guessing. Nakamura. Nakamura. I love French.
I love French too.
I
love French people.
People know because of other podcasts.
People that speak English with a French accent as well. That's so cool. One of my really good friends is French.
I don't know what has happened. And
they have the coolest little French accent, and I love that. It's so good. I'm not even going to attempt to try to do it.
I tried to learn French in school, and I've told this story before. And all the girls, like I was in a table just full of girls, and like 3 of them were French.
It's like,
and this is like a piece of cake for them because this is year 9 French, and
it's just like basics.
And then next to me was a Spanish girl as well. So I was in a table full of girls, right? And trying to always impress and all that stuff, and then.
All these fancy European ladies, and then you're like, yo, what's happening?
they were all like, Efra, it's okay. You probably speak some Spanish,
You probably find it easy.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I fucking don't. The hell no. It was so difficult. Why would you call it, le croissant? Where's the le? And then I had to make like an essay, and I remember
Oh, you
I
had
made
to talk
such
about...
such a like stupid error from the beginning, and the teacher, I remember, because you had to record it on Audacity,
Amazing.
and then
So you can have it for the rest of your life.
and then play it in front of the class. And I remember I made like, this doesn't even make sense, and I know this doesn't make sense. Like, je m'appelle le cinéma.
What?
I
That
mean,
you're
that means
saying
my
your name
name-
is the cinema?
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's retarded.
Yeah.
Still retarded.
I'm
now.
sure you passed out with flying grades.
Dude, I got a 2A.
I don't know what that means.
Well, that's like the worst you can get. That's like really low. That's like the best. That's like the worst number, but the best out of that number you can get.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is then. AYA NAKAMURA Pookie. Or Poki.
Yeah.
Don't know. Alright. Oh no! What did I do? Dang
You put it on
it.
pairing.
Yes.
That's tough.
I took an L. I took an L.
Alright, put
I
it-
took an L in Ibiza.
What the-
Telling a bitch I was cool. Oh no.
It's alright. It's fine.
It's not gonna work.
Hey, it's alright. Just pair it again.
Took
Well,
an
you
L
do that.
in
There you go.
Ah, there we go. Yes. Not so much of an L. Let's go back to the beginning one more time.
That's literally what I feel every hotel from a James Bond movie looks like.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool ceiling.
Yeah.
I like that.
No. Where she's sitting down. Hold on. Pause.
Okay.
Can we put subtitles?
English subtitles? No, there's only French
Okay, I'm gonna find the
auto-generated.
lyrics.
She's cool.
Aya
She's hot.
Mura Pookie.
Beam, 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 beady, beam, beam.
Lyrics in English.
Beady, beam, beady, beam, beady, beam, beam.
Well, I've got it.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, let's say hello as well, like in Spanish.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay,
That's
those
aesthetic.
dancers are a look. Ooh, French boys though. Hello.
Oh, she's like cool. Pookie.
Bookie. Ah, this is a look though.
Girls, we're policing to look at
Such an
visuals.
aesthetic.
Depuis longtemps, j'ai vu dans ça. Depuis longtemps, j'ai vu dans ça. Depuis longtemps.
That guy's got drip.
Oh my god, those dancers are insane.
Pause.
I love that jacket. I'm living and loving that jacket.
How did I know?
Because hello, that's
Yeah.
me in
Yeah.
a nutshell.
You know what?
That's what I envisioned myself looking like if I had more money.
This reminds me of the same aesthetic as that Lion video we watched, G Idol.
Oh yeah.
It has sort of that same aesthetic, and one of the things that I find that with the few French people that I've had few interactions with, or that I know, I'm just gonna say it. I feel French people probably have one of the best styles,
Styles
I've ever
like
seen.
fashion senses.
especially boys.
No, women as well.
Yeah, but I find
Ooh.
like women have that sort of like
They're very
take-
dairy.
No,
yeah.
they just.
They take like that extra. They go that extra mile with like they push boundaries. With
I
their
feel like
clothing.
I feel like
that.
all around the world, women take more time with their clothing than men. Even though I feel like that's changing a lot.
Yeah.
I feel French. Few French men I've met, and I've gone clubbing with, and I've seen clubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They take care of details, bro.
So it's so good.
You know what I mean?
It's so pleasing to watch. It's like it's one of those like when you see people that have everything perfectly coordinated in their outfits, and you look at them and you think, wow, amazing, and then you detail their outfit and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
And then French people in London, like especially like the French guys, that you see in clubs and stuff. The amount of drip those guys have. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I have a lot of French friends.
Yeah.
Oh, and there are like
your
the best.
Your French friend that he did like performing stuff
it's
with you.
me, yeah.
He was very. That's what I mean. He was very very focused on the details of an outfit.
Oh, so focused.
Sort of like perfectionist sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, and it's so good because I'm a bit neurotic when it comes to like colors and like what matches what and stuff and patterns and stuff. And he was the same. So it was so good to
Friendship.
go. Yeah, it was so good to go shopping together. It was the best. Okay, carrying on.
She's got big
so
mama
far,
energy.
I
dude.
was gonna say,
My
far
gosh.
this gives me like Stefflon Don,
Yes.
like Stefflon Don type of vibes.
Yes.
I'm not comparing her to her, but like it kind of
but
has
what
that
fire,
like.
what fire collaboration that would be?
Oh,
or
could
her
you imagine?
Or Nicki, you know what I mean? It would be insane, mate.
Yes, that would be. Oh my god, that needs to happen. I like that hair though. I like the hairstyle.
All the details are blue.
Yeah.
Now they see, look.
Look at their shoes and stuff. Oh, I like how they do that with their throats.
Bang,
Oh
bang.
yeah.
Yeah, it just has that luxurious.
Oh my god, those boys are hot. I know why they're just standing there, because they're a look. Yeah. This is such a good song.
Yeah, it has that high class vibe.
Yeah, totally.
I like that. I love it.
$1 million. I like how she says that.
I feel like she's the one you want to go clubbing with.
She reminds me of one of my really good friends, Tash. Like the that vibe.
Attitude was, yeah. Damn.
Ooh, that's so good.
That lady was very good looking.
All of them are so good looking.
Oh my god.
They're all amazing.
She can dance break?
Ooh, nice. I agree. I totally like. I'm obsessing over this.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like in each scene. So, what do you call those? Like the highlights
Yeah.
or the
I don't know.
yeah, sort of like the details. So when the background was black, details were blue.
Mm-hmm.
When the background was brownish goldish, and the details were pink.
Red and yellow.
It's
and
not
like,
pink.
What this?
Yeah.
Definitely red.
No way, that's red. Dude.
Definitely
Are
red.
you colorblind?
No, they're wearing red dresses as well. The girls, the dancers. Red is definitely
that red?
red.
Or am I colorblind? I don't know.
What do you mean? It's
Bro,
definitely red.
I see that like.
That fluffy coat is red. Baby, don't stop me, come on, hey. 100%.
Whoa, I think maybe I'm colorblinded.
Yeah, it's really good.
I enjoy that a lot. The thing, that's what I mean. It's like they take care of those details.
So well. They're very like.
The dancers even had blue hair. Some of them.
Yeah, no, they didn't have blue hair. They had like bandanas and stuff, like the male dancers.
No, one of them looked blue hair.
Oh, it's yellow.
And then
they had like.
did you say that's yellow?
No, but no, green. That's what I wanted to say. Like turquoise is not actually blue.
Bro, what is going on?
It's not the same blue as hers.
No, I know, but.
It's like turquoise.
Oh, and she's wearing blue
Blue
boots,
shoes,
yes.
and then the holographic jacket also gives you like
Bluish.
blue. Yeah, the
So
tones.
his hair is the
undertones.
same shadow thing as yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is greenish.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was awesome. I actually really like that. I wonder where they filmed this, because that whole place is like gorgeous.
Go down and see. She's black, singing French, and she has a Japanese last name.
I know.
Told
it's
you,
like,
Nakamura. Didn't I say?
Yeah. It's so cool. It's so
Job.
global.
Yeah.
So international.
Her name sounds Japanese. The thing is, I feel like she's
Fish what?
after that song Jaja.
Oh, ja,
I think she's just gone so worldwide.
Okay, mama.
You know what I mean?
Can you check? I think this is gonna like go off. Are we connected to like?
Yeah, we are.
No, but I mean like battery wise.
Oh.
I don't know if like
Oh, yeah,
gonna die. It's gonna die. Oh, ja.
So what happens when you don't have a person in the chair?
Oh, ja.
You don't have a Jamie from Joe Rogan.
Monica, we miss you, girl.
Yeah.
Come back. Come back.
Apocalypse.
No,
All right,
it's all about the uni life. She
Yeah, but
doesn't
still,
have
she
a
can't
life.
leave.
Yeah, that's true. We missed you though.
It's like police walking around.
Okay,
All right,
what's
let's
next?
now go and watch
Oh,
Suho live.
ja.
Yeah, we'll break it up like that.
All right.
Yeah, because you mentioned that Suho has just performed live, and we've been in absolute obsession with his last album. Like we were
His
just
mini album. Oh, so wonderful.
we were just talking to Monica.
So
What was
wonderful.
it? Whenever.
Yesterday, last night.
Yeah, and literally she was just like, "So did you hear it?"
Did you hear
Yeah.
it? And yes, we did.
What did she say? She said, "I was hearing it, and it was so good. I was crying myself to sleep."
Yeah.
And it was like, dude.
It's like, you know, when you're not sad, but you're listening to sad music, and then suddenly you get sad because the music is so good.
Tell you, man, that,
Yeah.
that last song of the album is one of the best songs I've heard all year.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's just the
With
whole
Yuna.
that whole album is just perfection. It's lyrical perfection. It's aesthetically so pleasing, and apparently you know that. I know we said that it was Van Gogh inspired when we like first heard the mini album. We're like, oh, this is definitely Van Gogh inspired, because like the whole paintings were it had that influence.
Yeah.
But he signed the image at the bottom. I was looking through Instagram, and the cover art is signed by Suho. And that made me question: did he paint that himself?
Doubt it. Maybe it's just like a.
But why would you sign a painting?
But because.
It's like the cover art. Why would you sign it? It's not your, like in Rosalia's thing.
Yeah.
You know the cover art she did for Dolerme.
But it wasn't for her album.
Yeah, but still it's art. Like.
Yeah,
Still cover art.
I see what you're saying.
I was so confused. I was like,
I think maybe so that when people, maybe that photo goes viral or something like that, people then can notice that it's Suho in the background, like in the Suho's thing, it's Suho's mini album.
But the thing that the whole mini album is called self portrait.
So you're thinking it's more than that. Like you're thinking he made it.
That's my conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't surprise me. Those guys are so talented. Sometimes you're like, what? Can you do anything else more? Can you like also, do all of that whilst, jiggling balls?
Yeah.
Juggling, that's what I mean. It's so weird. I just like...
What the hell did you say before that?
Jiggling.
Jiggling.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to say. Never mind. Okay, so let's watch that whole 8-minute performance that we have here. This is from a fan account, so I don't actually know.
Fan account.
Yeah, this is not from. This is not from like SM. Like they didn't upload this yet. It's just like it takes you away. Oh, he's so good. Oh, look at the stage. That's so cool. I love that there's a live band there. Oh, so good. Self-portrait. Going into Starry Night.
got like coins in his jacket. Look.
Yeah, it's true.
This is sick accessory.
He's just perfect, isn't he? Oh.
He's the eldest, isn't he?
No, he's the leader in Exile. I actually think he's the oldest. Is he? No, Seaman is the oldest. But look at the filming in that place.
That's what I mean when you said it's like a fan account. I'm like, how the hell did they manage this?
No. It's not like the fan account is the one that uploaded it into YouTube.
Right.
But no.
It's not like it's leaked or anything like that.
No. But I couldn't find the SM version of it. Let me see. Maybe I just picked a random.
It looks good though.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Great.
It's fine.
Yeah, but I want to see if maybe SM Entertainment Suho Live.
Because quality is a joke. That's nothing. So how did you find this?
Because okay, so
Someone.
Instagram is a big community.
Yeah.
And some people, I was talking to some people that watch the podcast, and shout out to you guys. And they were like, "Oh, Waleska, you gotta see this! Like because he's going to the army, and he's doing like
A lot.
he's doing so much, and apparently he's gonna release a live version of each track on his mini album before he goes to the army. And I was like, wow, that would be amazing. He's like, yeah, look at this.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's how I found it.
Fine, let's keep watching.
So,
That's amazing.
yeah. Because
Because he'll be gone for what, a year?
Yes.
Or 2?
A year, I wanna say it's a
Let's
year.
hope it's as little as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a year, then Dio and Seaman should
Be back.
be back when he's
Okay.
leaving. I don't know. The whole thing confuses my brain. You know how he's singing live when he has one in-ear monitor and one off. I love those trousers. They're like leather trousers. He's so good. It makes me happy.
No, I just drink a plane like for those guys, you know?
Same.
Someone that it's just crazy.
I would settle with just being a backing vocalist. Like I don't have to be in the main. I just have to be in the process whilst you're doing it. They're like ha 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 girl in the background.
The learning experience that would be, and just for experience itself.
Yeah,
I would even do it for free.
I remember my mom used to say to me, Waleska, when you go out there, even if you're the girl with the waving the flag at the back of the stage, like the last person you're gonna see, do it proudly. do it with passion. Do the best you can. And
let's hope people. No. Try and make people remember the girl with the flag. That's what she would
yes.
say.
And I'd be like, wow, that's so silly, mom. Come on.
It works.
But like, honestly, that's the best advice you could ever get.
Yes.
From anything ever. That's the best advice in life. So I feel like in that type of situation, like if I had to work with a K-pop artist that big, like so talented, like Suho, I would be happy just to like bring him coffee cups.
Yeah, just for the experience being around that. Yeah, literally.
So cool. I've been taking notes. You aside. It's so effortless.
It's like I said when watching the album, it's good music. Genuine music.
Yeah, it's natural, good music.
It's so genuine that it feels like it's from another time.
It does.
Because this music, you don't get it.
You are so right about that. falsettos are so clean. Yes, Suho. Yes. Wow, beautiful.
And the setting was great as well.
It's just great. It's
Oh,
just
even
so
better
good.
this one. Look at this one.
Look at that one.
So, yeah, self-portraits. It's just like they're like in paintings, like frames.
Yes, they're in frames. I love that. That's
Is that-
such a cool concept.
2 bass players.
No, 2 guitarists, 1 bass player. Guy on the piano and drummer. Where are the backing vocalists? Let me be one. Put me in there.
마음을 계속 피우고 다른
This is one of my favorite songs.
기울고 그리워하는 피아노
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs in the album.
서둘러 지나가 커튼을 더 내리고
It's like a trench coat. No, it's a shirt.
No, it's like a army blazer. You know, one of those like.
But he tucked it in.
Oh, maybe it's a shirt. Definitely a shirt then.
But it does have cheeky, sort of like a.
Nah, I don't think. I think it's just fashion.
Right, but he is living for the army, so it
Yeah,
would make
but I
sense.
think it's just fashion.
Because those things do look like it, and then these look like those badges of honor and stuff like
Yeah, I just think it's fashion.
that. Okay.
That's just my take.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's just rubbing it in, like, remember, I'm leaving.
Well, everybody knows that already. Everybody's panicking already about that.
Yeah, tough.
Like, I mean, when Dio left for the army, it made the international news. Like, people in America were talking about it in CNN.
Yeah, bro, who's gonna take care of, of his family and his wife and stuff that is, like, hidden in, Alabama somewhere, like a farm.
Literally somewhere in Jeju Island. Oh, it's so funny. So true.
너머로 날아들어 Starry night, starry night, starry night Starry night, starry night Love is starlight
Oh my god, yes!
Starry night, starry eyes
Ooh,
It's great production
just-
as well.
it's just tasteful. It's tastefully done.
This is what musicians dream of being part of.
Absolutely.
너였던 stars 어두운 기억 속으로
It's just so clean. His vocals are so clean.
Nice.
Starry night, starry night, starry night, starry night, love is starlight, starry night, starry night, starry
Oh, it's got a necklace as well, look.
It's so good. We love a key change.
멀리서 빛나는 걸 Starry eyes 나의 모든 게 담긴 기억 속에서
Ah, yes! Oh, so good!
So smooth.
Starry night, starry night, love is starry night, starry eyes 펼쳐진 이 밤 무너져가 무너져가 쓰러져가 무너져가
Those drums are hard.
Oh, it's so great!
Starry night, starry night, love is starry
Oh,
Suho.
yay! Come on!
You know what? It's like one of the most underrated things when you watch something like this is like people always overlook the production work that goes behind that.
And
Because-
here is just
Which, by the way, if you overlook it, it means they're doing their job right, because you never have to consciously think that like this didn't happen like this naturally.
absolutely
You know, so it they did it so well that you think it's
just happens to be that way.
yeah, but to capture those moments in that way, oh my gosh.
I know for sure that he definitely sang that song at least like 15 times before they got that take.
Yeah, maybe not 15, you know, but
You never know. I'm telling you.
but I'm definitely with you with it's the fact that it's like the combination of all things at the right moment at the right time, and
Yeah.
you know, you can't just do that in one take.
There's nothing more magical than having a great singer have a live band to complement.
Yeah,
And that is something so special, and the symbiosis, like the way we work when you have a band, a live band that understands what the song requires. It's something so great. It's just so great.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have outstanding musicians here that were obviously in the recording, and if they're not the original musicians that were in the studio, they're doing an amazing job at it. But he just seems to fit so well into the whole idea. Also, this song reminds me of The Climb, Miley Cyrus.
Yes, it does.
It kind of has the same type of structure, and I mean that song was that song was a hit. Still one of the best power ballads ever. And
Probably still one of the best songs by Miley Cyrus ever.
I agree. And then you have something so beautiful with the lyrics here. His vocals, even in the key change, were absolutely flawless. The note accuracy on that guy, like, I mean, is just
so smooth. It's very
it's
smooth.
just so like when you say that it's natural, it comes natural. It just lets you know the level of professionalism that goes behind it, because nothing about that performance was natural. Like when you look at it in a technical point of view, none of it is natural. Like you have to work really hard to get to that point.
And that's the thing. It's like all of that was artificially created, you know.
And yet it feels so naturally made. Like the environment, the lighting was beautiful. I'm such a huge advocate for perfect lighting.
Yeah, you're very big.
And so, like, I am such a huge advocate for that. So the lighting here, the mood, and the outfit choices, the frames, how they worked with everything was just.
It's a very, very, very good session. Very good live session.
Live sessions, absolutely. I need the rest of the album like that.
Yeah, let's now that we're sort of like watching live, why don't we watch? I found this video, right? You know, I usually like to go in the comments and see like requests and stuff like that. And one of the things that this is like one of the few videos that no one's recommended, but it's so popular and it came up on my explore. It's from Rosalia, and it's her in a.
It's like a radio show, I think.
Yeah, but it's like it looks so raw. I just clicked and I was like for like 10 seconds, and it looks so real.
I think this is. Let me see.
This is Rosalia, Di Mi Nombre en acústico. En el programa La Cadena. Cadena Ser, La Ventana. Junto al guitarrista Joselito Acedo. Should we speak in Spanish? I feel like this Feature Friday is this podcast
so weird,
is
like,
a mumbo jumbo of languages.
It is one of. And not only that, but our brains are a bit mumble jumbled.
Let's keep it consistent with English.
Yeah.
However, we do promise, because you know, I have received a lot of messages regarding that. It's like I know a lot of you guys, especially watch our Rosalia stuff or like our Pablo Alborán stuff. You know, you speak Spanish.
Usually are Spanish-speaking people. So.
But for the sake of the podcast, we'll keep it English, and then for the extra,
we'll speak in Spanish.
We'll do Rosalia again,
we'll send us some recommendations on this one, and whatever you recommend us, we'll watch and then we'll do it in Spanish.
Definitely.
But I feel like there's so many languages going on today.
I know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Korean,
let's just try to
French,
stay as consistent as we can.
Spanish, English.
It's nuts. I usually love speaking in Spanish. Now I kind of like got the hang of it again. So I love the fact that I have to do it on camera, because then it puts on the pressure that I can't like
make too many mistakes. Yeah.
Or speak in Spanglish like I do on my regular live basis, because when I'm here at home or like talking to my parents or any other person that speaks Spanish, I usually don't speak Spanish. I speak Spanglish. I mix everything. I start a sentence in English and finish it halfway through in Spanish, and I'm a mumble jumble in my head. So when I'm on camera, I really like make the effort. Like I really put in like the work.
Yeah.
Like my brain is like working 100% of the time. So I love doing that. I feel like that's such a good challenge.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I want to keep it in English now is just because, not because of that reason. I don't feel like we'd struggle too much speaking. I feel like for the sake of like, continuity of the podcast,
Absolutely.
so no one has to sort of skip because they don't understand or anything. And I know some of you are non-Spanish speakers. Actually, a lot of you are non-Spanish speakers that like Rosalia, and that sometimes if we're speaking it in Spanish, then
you're missing out on what we have to say about it.
So we'll do one in English and then one in Spanish.
So
until
we can translate everything.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, how to do transcripts, because it would take years. It would literally take us years to translate months to translate every video.
Sometimes
in Spanish.
a raw audio is like 3 hours and 45 minutes long.
Yes, the podcasts are so long.
It's so long, so to have to sit there and type everything back in Spanish or like type it back in English is like not gonna do that. Yeah. I'm that lazy. Alright, so
I don't think that means you're lazy, mate. I think it means you're rational. Unless it was a job. Unless it was like someone paid you to transcript all of this.
That's fine, I could do that, but I'm also editing and I'm also like, there's so many things happening. Anyway, so this is Rosalia de mi nombre acústico. So, en la ventana.
Yep.
La ventana. She looks so good with like little makeup and like, I love that. I love that. She's such a gorgeous lady.
Dude, her nails are so attractive.
Oh, her new set of nails are like this long.
Oh, Jesus.
They're like Cardi long.
Right, maybe not that big.
So good. I actually think her aesthetic is amazing. Her whole aesthetic is
Have you seen that video of her like rotating? I think I showed it to her. It's like, it was like in the Oscars, I think it was. And it's this guy that he has this huge camera.
I think it was. Oh, the glam boot.
Yeah, and she does like that.
Yeah, she goes.
Like the Rosalia, like, what do you call it?
Hair flip
trademark.
Rosalia trademark.
Yeah. And with the flamenco hands and stuff.
That was the glam boot.
Yeah.
Everybody's going crazy about it.
If you haven't seen that,
good.
search up on YouTube. It's amazing.
Everybody has seen it. It's like, it's on the TikTok. It's a TikTok trend now. Like, right. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm gonna shine like gloss. Like when, you'll see it. I'll show it to you later. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? Right?
What? Are you sure?
Right? Like, I know. I'm a meme fan.
Fine. I believe you.
Let's go. Me da escalofríos already.
How cool does that sound, man?
Di mi nombre.
Oh, wow!
Cuando no haya nadie cerca, cuando no haya nadie cerca, cuando no haya nadie cerca.
Wow! Oh my God!
Las cosas.
Wow.
Que las cosas que me dice, que las cosas que me dice no salgan por esa puerta.
Her technique is
Dame
perfect.
con tu cabello a la esquina de tu cama, que aunque el cabello se rompa, haré ver que estoy atada. Que aunque el cabello se rompa,
such a pro, bro.
Wow.
She's
Her
such a pro.
her concentration, her
Posture.
her feel to the whole. It's so intense. The connection she has with her guitar player is just so. They have such a like. It's intense. Like I don't have another word to describe it.
What's the name of the guitarist?
Joselito Acedo.
Wow.
They have such a great like chemistry. It's so intense, and the way that she feels the rhythm. I know that it sounds like, oh, come on, of course she feels the rhythm, but it's like it's running through her veins.
Yeah, it's unusual.
Like, and it that like her mannerisms and the way her body like behaves are like in such a exposing environment, such a vulnerable way of singing. It just there's so much propiedad. How do you say that? Like
confidence.
She has so much
Presence.
confidence. Like no, it's not presence. She just embodies this whole persona when she's singing, and
Right.
without having to act it out. It just kind of comes natural to her. Her
That's what
singing technique is unbelievable.
That's what I mean. She's such a pro because when you watch a good singer, then you watch an amazing singer, and then you watch a world-class singer, like someone who's a professional. It's the same with athletics. With sports. When you watch someone who's like a national level tennis player, and then you watch someone who's semi-pro or is competing all around the world, and you watch people who's like world-class, well-renowned tennis players, pros. They really embody everything, and she does that in singing, where it's like everything she does, it's controlled, it's calculated. Bless you. It's calculated. Yet it's effortless, and it's very complex. But I think the best way I can understand it with my brain is like she's a pro. She's a pro at what she does.
Yeah,
she's a world-class singer at what she does.
To me, that's just so underwhelming because she's so much more than that. I mean, I get lost for words. So here I am babbling like a baby because I don't like. It's hard to put what I perceive through a performance like that in a few mundane words. Like to me, it's very hard because there's so much more to that.
Jolly, 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 jolly.
Such an unforgiving song as well.
It is.
Jolly, 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 jolly.
In that environment, if you miss, you missed.
The note accuracy is so important, but see, it's so intense. She has such a
Di mi nombre, pon tu cuerpo contra el mío, ya que lo malo sea bueno, impuro, bendecido.
El guitarrista está aprendiendo.
Está sobre tu cuerpo, de la esquina de tu cama, y en el último momento, dime mi nombre a la cara, y en el último momento, dime mi nombre a la cara.
It makes me emotional. Like it's so good. It's like it touches something special.
Jolly, 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 jolly.
They're both in a different world, man. But it's the same. It's the same world.
Oh my god! How do you even begin to put give a conclusion to that performance? That song in the album, in her album, is so great. It's so BC. There's so many things happening in that song. There's so many layers of voices. The equalization is perfect because it's bound to create an atmosphere. And I always thought it would be hard to do
that type of stuff live. Yeah,
a live version of something so produced, something so heavily edited, because
it has so many layers of voices.
Yeah, there's so many layers. But I actually think this was way more impressive and more captivating than the song itself in the album. Just because it's two people. It's just two people. And it's only her vocals, no backing vocalist, no backing track,
well,
no
backing
backing
have
sing.
reverb, bro. She had nothing. It was just mic is raw.
She had a tiny bit of reverb, like what you use in a live setting. You don't use the echo.
I think she had I think her mic was just equalized.
Yeah, definitely.
That was it.
But she had reverb there, but it wasn't just like you would have. It's like what you would have in a live setting equalization. You need reverb, but it's a very minimal.
Headphones.
Oh, what a performance! What a performer! I don't understand.
What guitarist?
How good she is, and yes, Joselito Acedo.
Dude.
Wow. I was gonna say it could have been an impressive performance just listening to the guitar.
To be honest,
on its own. That's already so intricate and complicated and so hard to master.
Yeah.
But then you add to that how incredibly talented Rosalia could be in a live acoustic setting.
Yeah.
It never fails to surprise me what she can do. Like, honestly, those years of training and the amounts of years that she has been involved with the flamenco studying and stuff, and being on the spotlight for so long since she was so young, it obviously pays off, because look at that performance.
Yeah, I feel like that level of complexity is seductive.
Absolutely, yeah, it's so sensual.
It's not only that, but it's sort of like it's like, have you ever seen those movies where like this guy's like playing those Egyptians, and then the snake is like that level of connection and complexity of the situation,
and the intensity here. I keep saying it, but
because I feel the intensity comes from it's literally one of those situations where it's do or die, because if you miss, you miss. If you do it great, it's great.
Yeah, so, but I feel like they didn't even have to try to be.
No, but they're very focused, and when you're that laser focused, it creates that intensity.
Oh, wow. So it's fantastic. They barely had any strong eye contact, but the way they communicated through her looking at him playing, and I don't know, there was such a magic.
I think that is one of my favorite Rosalia performances. I think they won the Grammys, and it goes that one. But yeah, again, I think those are the only two times we watched her live.
I was gonna say we actually haven't seen much of her live, and please recommend us stuff of her in a live performance setting.
Yeah.
I know that James Blake fell in love with Rosalia and wanted to collaborate with her.
Well, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, but that collaboration came out because she saw her perform live he saw her perform live and with a similar setting to this, so he was like, she is unbelievable, I need to work with her, and I couldn't agree more.
Well, now that we've watched one of my favorite vocalists, let's watch now someone who's becoming one of the best vocalists I have ever heard ever, right? And to be fair, it's probably the best vocalist that exists, because I don't know if I just don't know who to compare it with, because it's, well, first of all, I don't like comparing anyone with anyone, but when he's in the same range as the Pavarottis, the Bocellis, this range of singers that broke the boundary of genre and simply brought attention because of their vocal capabilities, rather than I sing opera or I sing classical music. It was, you went to see him because I like music and this is surreal.
So
right?
Dimash is
We're talking about
guy.
Dimash. Yeah.
Dimash is that guy. I can't say his last name, and I'm not even going to attempt it because I'm gonna murder it.
Oh, so now it's gone French, English, Korean, Spanish, and this is probably Russian or Kazakh or I think it's Kazakh.
Yeah.
Like the short version of it.
Yeah.
Or he was singing in French the other time we watched him.
This is an opera, opera 2. The most beautiful and unique voice in the world today.
Yeah, not an understatement. Usually most YouTube
Titles are such a like
clickbait.
Yeah. But that is so true.
Yeah.
But that right there is so true. Let's go, Dimash.
Dude, 100 looks young there.
That's in the same
Show.
Yeah, that we first saw.
Look at.
His stage presence though.
I think it's Russian.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, what a robe.
It's his stage presence. You don't need to understand what he's saying.
It looks like he knows something we don't, you know?
Literally. But the communication skills are so good.
That's what he knows we don't. It's like, come on.
Yes! Oh my god!
That type of music is the only type of music that generates that. It's like a movie. Look at.
It's just the stage presence kills me. So charming, so aware of the stage.
That looks, you know that robe he's wearing or that outfit?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Louis Vuitton's last showcase before the end of the world.
Okay.
And it literally looked exactly like that. But it was in orange.
It was.
It was in orange. Like what? Can you imagine if like a late, you know, he probably does already. But he resembles that sort of like a pinnacle of the pinnacle.
Oh, he does.
The top of the pyramid. That
He
sort of
really
like
does.
a feel.
But you see him in that setting, you know, on the stage. Everybody's looking at him. He has his eyes. Everybody's eyes are on him, and he's just so aware of the staging. He's so aware of the audience. He's so aware of his effect on the people.
Yeah.
And yet you don't feel like, he's so...
Yeah, it's not arrogant.
No. It's not arrogant. You feel like, yet he's so humble.
It's charming. It's charisma.
So charming.
Yeah.
And still has that air of perfect communication skills. There is nothing harder than singing in a different language to a different speaking...
A foreign audience.
A foreign audience, yeah. Because how do you communicate? How do you get them to feel what you're saying with your lyrics? That's what they're for.
Right.
But he has the capability to make you understand, to feel the same intention.
Right.
Without lyrics, and that is just a skill that I hadn't seen before.
Well, we're living proof of it because we have no bloody clue of what he's saying. Yet we kind of see the cheekiness of it. We see the
intention, the passion,
the elegance of it as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
don't make me guess what he's saying because I actually have no clue whatsoever.
Yeah,
but
literally.
But just by the way of his body language and his performance itself, it just kind of gives you that, ooh, interesting. What's happening here?
The thing about Dimash is that he could literally sit down in a chair, right? With that, his skill has surpassed previous requirements to be a good performance.
That's right.
So,
Performer, you mean?
A good performer, sorry. So, because his skill is so high, he could literally be sitting down in a chair with the same outfit like this,
Totally inanimate.
and just closing his eyes and
Yeah.
singing, and it will still take you to another world. But the fact that he still appreciates, or he still gives importance to stage presence, and sees it as something he can always improve on, and takes it as another part of his skill. It's even more mind-boggling to someone who to anyone who's trying to become a performer, or anyone who's looking for a role model, because
It's a true inspiration.
that like, if you want to learn from someone anything, even if you're not a singer, if you're
a public speaker or whatever,
a presenter,
presenter.
a pianist or something, that
has to deliver a message on stage. Definitely he's a person to look up to, because his body language, the way he carries himself, there's just so many details that go unseen. He makes it look so easy.
What the fuck? That's nuts.
Yes, dude, that's my reaction. Yes! Oh my god!
That's sick. I like when he does that. He's like, little.
What?
Oh my god!
Why?
Bro, you won! You won! You won, bro! You won! It's game over. Yeah, you won! Don't let me too much anymore! Oh my gosh!
One up? Yeah, here we go.
Bro, I couldn't watch anything else, man.
Wow.
What the fuck? What?
Okay, so you literally have no chance. Anybody can go home. I said it earlier. I said it before. I said it the first time I saw that freaking video of that guy singing.
It's not. I don't think it was a.
It is not fair for the rest of the singers in the life of the world, on the face of the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, he won. He won. Okay. He could. After the first one, I was like, yep.
Yeah,
Game
amazing.
over.
That's it. And then he went
Like 3 more.
three steps higher. I think it's like semitones. Like he went 3 semitones higher after
That's 2 full tones.
2 full notes. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why? I have to go home and practice. I am home.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
That's what he let us know in that show. It's like, me and my mic, I'm home.
You cannot process that. Like, that is a song made for no, this is a conspiracy theory. This is me, my brain saying things.
Yeah.
But that song could have easily sang by two people, you know? A nice tenor, yeah, like a nice tenor, you know, in the verse part of the section, and then with the adagio part where it's like the part, that could have been a soprano easily, right? The sopranos could have done that and gone, you know, the key changes at the end. They could have done that. A good soprano, perhaps, yeah. At top, yeah. Hard, very hard, but yeah, doable. 2 people. But
Yeah, what are you getting at?
he's doing the job that two people could do.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. My little brain, it just doesn't comprehend. It doesn't comprehend how good that is.
Yeah, that was...
How do you even, like, comment on that video?
That's hard to move on from.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard to move on from.
That's very hard. That's good, though. That was good. That's what I'm saying. It's like every time we watch him sing. We watch...
Technique, though.
I might call him Big D. He also has Big D energy as well. He does. He like looking at you and he smiles. He's like, yeah.
It's like, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, and it wasn't a competition. It was like a showcase, I think.
All right.
So, like, no one... I don't think, from what I read in the comments, it's not an actual, like... sort of like Britain Got Talent or something like that.
All right.
It's just
like a...
best, like...
entertainment showcase type thing.
And then people just go and sing. You know, what was that show? I saw it on YouTube the other day. It's like, oh, who's the masked singer? And then they unmask him and then it's T-Pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those type of things. And everyone's famous and you know what I mean? Everyone's already, like, established. You wouldn't really go if you're not established.
Fair enough.
Unless I've read some of the wrong comments. I don't know. But I think this is what that is. Okay, let's watch.
I just don't... wow. Okay. Moving on.
We're watching very good music, bro.
Extremely good music.
We're watching very good music today.
It's like whatever comes after this has to be so good.
Well, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how does the show
You
move
should
on
have
from
waited.
that?
You should have waited to finish with this.
True, yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, but then in the show that we watched, the first one, SOS, he opened the show.
Well, everybody else had no chance of impressing anybody ever.
Literally. He
Like,
opened.
Nope.
Can you imagine being the person next after that?
I would have packed my things and kindly go home. It's like, well, figure it out. Because I'm not going on stage.
That's nuts. Okay, let's watch now.
Sorry, my bad.
Let's carry on. And oh yeah, you did mention. I think I mentioned it to you that Stray Kids has just released a song, right?
Well, about a week ago, yes.
Yeah. But I completely missed it. It just came up on my thing.
Yeah, we missed it.
And we've had a few requests from it as well. So we thought, yeah, why don't we watch Stray Kids as
Stray Kids.
Remind me of like a song that we've watched a lot of Stray Kids, haven't we? A bit.
We've watched a few stuff from Stray Kids. I can't find it. Where did I put it? Let me just put it
The
here.
beginning, maybe.
Stray Kids. I actually quite like them.
This is like polar opposite. This is like pop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not really like popish. They're like
Pop, R&B-ish.
no, they're more like
Electronic.
Electronic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Remember now.
All right, let's have a look.
JYP, man.
JYP.
He's nuts. He's actually nuts.
He's actually crazy. That's true.
I love him. They should do that more often because I feel like for new fans coming in,
Yeah.
that was definitely my hardest thing.
Yeah,
And it's still my like it was my fault, by the way, when you were watching that Blackpink video of it was me who keeps getting confused Rose with Jisoo, and like on Twice I keep getting confused some of the members, and then in like even in GOT7, which is like it's my fault, you know, and then Valley's like, are you sure? It's like, yeah, definitely it's me. So it's like that's my hardest bit because I even struggle with English names, you know what I mean? I just struggle with people's faces. So
faces and names.
Sometimes I look myself in the mirror and I'm like,
oh, you must be Efra, I guess.
Hey, that's me. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that I feel like that's one of the hardest bit, and I found like with BTS, if you look at the, I've mentioned it, one of the amazing things about the ARMY is like they understand how big they are and how many new people are coming, that even amongst themselves they're like trying to teach each other new people. It's like for new fans, and it's like you're like, damn.
It's so kind.
It's like such a warm welcome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I like that they're doing that, like that they're putting their names and
their
stuff
names
like
in
that.
the introduction.
Just until people get used to it, you know what I
and
mean?
it's great. I like that. Let's watch it again from the beginning. Bin.
Shoot.
Again. Felix.
Lee knows.
Ah, it's a ballad.
Whoa. He didn't have that in his hand. Nice line. I really hate myself for not getting close to you. Oh boy.
Aww. Oh no.
That's tough.
Fighting for the same girl.
That's tough. Damn, 3.
I was gonna say, wait a second, they all have a crush on the same girl.
That's tough. It could
All
happen.
of them?
Though. Could happen.
Come
It's happened with
on.
some of my friends though.
All of your friends?
Yeah, we had a crush on the same girl.
Come
So
on.
we did the right thing. Fight to the death. Nah, I don't know how we sorted it out. Like, I think
I don't know
I
how
think
we
we
sorted
sorted
it
it out
out.
like grown-ups, like rock paper scissors or something.
Very grown-up decision.
Nah, I don't remember what
That
happened.
sounds
I
like
think we all
something
just
Jackson
left it.
Wang would do.
I feel like we all just left it. We
Say,
just,
well,
yeah. And then, you know.
dangerous.
Yeah, we just left it. No, but you know what it is? Doesn't that give you vibes of
They are. It's like they are also. Sorry.
school?
Yeah, they're also filming like a drama, like a telenovela, like high school type of film.
I was gonna say,
So
doesn't it
gives
give
you kind of like
telenovela vibes?
second lead role, trying to like steal the main character girl and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It gives me Korean
drama.
drama
Yeah.
vibes, and I've never watched
K-drama.
one.
Yes, you have. Like you probably have watched like a few seconds of something that I have seen.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have. I watch it so much.
No.
I watch
'Cause you
so
watch
much
it-
Korean.
You watch it on
TV.
your phone though. You don't watch it on the TV. You watch it on your
From time
phone.
to time.
Never, bro. And when you do, I piss off.
There it is.
Yeah.
You should watch it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
I've seen on YouTube like that's like a sub niche of like
yes.
people watching.
It's not a
stuff.
sub niche, and it's a thing of their own. It's a league of their own. It's
like-
not a sub anything.
Because I was watching as well, like some of my favorite series. People do like opinions and thoughts and stuff on their favorite series, like of that specific episode, and some they watch it, but they
Yeah.
obviously can't show it because it's like illegal. But
They talk about it and they do like hypnosis and like analyze the episodes.
yeah,
and
and I was
stuff,
like, people do that.
You know who does the best like behind the scenes and like interviews
that.
and stuff? DK TV. Oh, shout out to those dudes. They are the best. Like they're like Korean American, and they like
DK, we've watched them.
yeah,
haven't we?
yeah. So they do the best like insights and like hypnosis and like analysis, synopsis and like analysis.
Hypnosis.
Hypnosis. Yeah, like 'cause
they
that's how you say
hypnotizing
it.
anyone.
That's how you say it in Spanish, but like my brain's
think
not
it's
working.
synopsis.
Synopsis.
Yeah.
Also, like the best analysis and like stuff like the insights of like what everything means exactly for like foreign viewers.
Yeah, they do it for BTS. as well,
Such a good like there's such a good channel for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so good.
Are they really young?
They're pretty.
19s.
I would say they're like in the early 20s. Yeah,
Thing
early
is, like-
20s. Probably the youngest member might be still 19.
Well, we'll say I don't know what goat blood Koreans suck on or whatever they do, but
Oh, yeah.
they never age. So they like 20-year-olds could play 12-year-olds.
Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
They're probably playing 16-year-olds here.
Yeah, for sure. The early 20s, I'll say.
I agree.
Keep going.
Not that I know.
Keep going. Come on. Thank you.
Oh, his voice
His
really
voice
deep.
is so cool. Oh yeah, so they're playing the first lead, second lead.
He's
Fall
jealous.
in love, yeah. Fall in love with the same girl.
Oh, he's the cameraman, right?
우리 함께한 순간 그 이상 속에 너무 익숙해져 버려 일상이 돼버렸는데
That's tough. That's only something a guy can understand.
That's true. A girl can understand that too, though. Yeah, a girl can understand that too. I feel like girls go through like being totally invisible to their crushes for so long
Yeah, good
in
point.
high school.
Good point.
That's like a whole different type of heartbreak.
Good point, because I remember it happened to me in high school where she would like, it was after she was already over my crush, and she said to me, I used to be so angry sometimes because you wouldn't even talk to me.
You wouldn't even know that I existed.
Yeah, and like she was always one of those like you know,
Relatable.
I would copy her homework or something like that, and she would feel used. I didn't know she had a crush on me. She was good looking. I didn't know she had a
that's
crush
the
on me.
thing. I think when I went
So
through that as well.
clueless.
I went to that as well. And I remember like confessing my feelings like way after, like
Yeah, well, you're a bit more grown, you know.
yeah, you're like, oh
not
my
weird
god, you
anymore.
were like the hardest crush I've ever had, like in my high school years. And he'd be like, no way, I used to think that you were cute. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, the thing is,
You didn't know I existed.
it got weird because now I would date her.
Okay.
Yeah,
So?
now I would date her, but she doesn't have a crush on me anymore. I think I stepped on that road too much.
Okay, moral of the story, confess your feelings earlier.
Who cares? 2 years later, he's gonna not remember anyways.
Exactly. Once you're out of school.
Doesn't matter. Chocolate milk.
Awkward. He's the awkward friend.
Go ahead. Oh, missed it.
He had so much momentum.
There you go. You always got your friends.
He's like the bad boy, isn't he?
Oh, what a vibe that is.
That's a beautiful setting.
Tantalize me more. That's nice.
He also hurt me.
Nice.
I don't know. Aww. Such cool lyrics as well. Oh no! I feel for him! So cute!
You'd be like, whoa, why you breaking character, bro?
Oh! What's happening? Awkward! Drama!
You
Ooh, to be
you
continued.
Nice. What-
I want a fight scene.
I was actually,
Come on, fight for the girl.
video. How into that video was I? Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say this is like the most interesting like video that like I was so invested in that video, like stupidly
Bro, he
invested.
brought so many memories and stuff, and I'm
I
like, oh my
know.
gosh! But can you imagine if in real life you actually do that? You're like doing this drama thing with your for your GCSEs or something, an exam, and then you break character because he's holding the girl you
and
have.
you're
you have a
really
crush
like,
on.
and he has a crush on
She's
her.
like- Whoa, bro! Why are you breaking character, bro?
They didn't even kiss. It was a hold of a hand.
Yeah, I like it. Drag it out. It's good. It's like a little series.
Can I have the next part now? I want to know what happens.
What a vibe! I like that.
Such a cool video.
They're easy guys to like get used to. You know what I mean?
They're so likable.
Yeah, I feel like I could just be friends with them.
I like Ayen. Ayen. I like that name. Ayen.
Yeah.
Ayen is a cool name.
I like Lee Nose.
Lee knows.
What name?
Jon Snow.
goes-
You know
go-
nothing, Jon Snow. Lee knows.
Comes from Stray Kids. All right,
Ah, okay.
let's
Who's next?
watch
Oh,
now
so silly.
a bit of a, as we're just talking silly,
Mhm.
and he's perhaps the
The silliest.
best singing, silliest man in the planet,
Who's
Louis
that?
Capaldi.
Oh my God! Yes, Louis
Because
Capaldi.
he is silly, like that is what he is. He's like so funny and like so playful, and the fact that he's like he doesn't take anything too seriously, and people forget that he's actually funny. Like he's actually like he's a silly man. Like he doesn't take anything seriously. So when you interview him and he says, "Oh, what do you think about your career?" People in the comments are like, "Oh my god, he's going through depression." He's like, no, he's Scottish.
Yeah, that's just British humor for you. Like UK humor for life. Like, I love when you go through, like, the comment section and you see people, oh, you can totally tell who's not British here, like, who's not from the UK.
Yeah, and like, how can you hate him?
Yeah.
How can anyone dislike that guy?
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Here's the thing, I do understand if you dislike him or whatever, but it's like, he seems so genuine to what he is and how he came up and what he was before he came up. You know what I mean?
He's so true to himself.
Notoriety, fame, again, I don't know him personally. I've always said that, take it with a grain of salt. But it doesn't seem like it has. You can really tell when it seems like it has.
Yeah.
With Lewis, it maybe seems like maybe it should. You know what I mean?
I agree. Sometimes he was like, look at his interviews and he says, oh, my manager is looking at me funny. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I already did. So, and you're like, yeah. I love that.
I just hope he manages, his management team, his label and everything, manages everything so well that he doesn't become what he's afraid as well, because even though he's joking around it, that's a fear of everyone when they blow up out of nothing.
Absolutely.
And like, if you know the story about this song, it's like he was barely gonna put it in it.
Mm-hmm.
He was at one point. He was someone you loved wasn't gonna be in the album.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't sure about that.
So I just hope he still trusts his instincts and his gut feeling, and he goes for what he really wants, regardless of what other people think.
It's a tough road, though. It's a tough road. But he's with a good label. I mean, he's with Capitol Records.
I just want more Lewis, man.
So do I.
I want more Lewis.
He deserves a break. I'll tell you that. He had a really busy year. And what a fantastic year he had.
Yeah.
What amazing music he made.
Yeah.
Like, the world is a better place now thanks to Lewis.
Definitely. Okay, so this is Lewis Capaldi. Before you go.
At the rooftop in Capitol Records.
Really?
I feel by the wayside.
Oh, Jesus.
Like everyone else. I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Or every moment started to play.
What happened? Let's play it again. Shall we? Let's play it again.
Yeah, fine.
Let's go from the beginning.
Where's it spassing out?
I have no idea.
That's why I say Jesus.
No, don't. I got it.
But it's gonna spass out anyways.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No, I don't think it is.
Yes, it will be fine. Super M performed
Feel
in
by
there
the
as well.
wayside, like everyone else. I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Or every moment started a place. Cause now that they're gonna like you were the words that I needed to say.
What a beautiful setting.
You hurt under the surface.
Oh,
Like troubled water running cold.
oh look, there's no
Cameraman.
Is that because of the corona? Oh God, I can't say that word. Because of the whole
No,
thing.
no. This is way before the whole life
It says 2
existed.
weeks ago though.
This is 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Sorry. March 16th. Yeah,
well,
so
we're
like
on
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. I don't know.
Because there was just a fixated camera there.
Yeah.
Fixed camera.
Fixated.
Fixed
It was
camera there.
fixated.
Very Freudian. and then there's just maybe like a drone or something.
I think it's a drone. But I thought, yeah, well, they're static cameras. Maybe they just didn't want to waste cameramen.
I doubt that's the case, but yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it was because of social distancing?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but it's such a cool video. Like, look, they picked the perfect timing as well. Look at the orange, purple sunset there. Perfect.
So,
Oh my God.
before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? Fully out of know you were the storm to weather. So,
He was the male voice I had missed in years.
before you go,
That I didn't know I missed.
Absolutely.
was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so helpless.
Nice.
before you go.
Yeah, he makes it just
sigh in
Was never the
happiness.
right time.
Yeah.
Whenever you call, went little by little by little until there was nothing at all.
he makes me feel mushy though.
Or every moment
Soft.
I started a place, but all I can think about is seeing that look on your face when you hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but this won't.
That's
The lyrics
it's just
is
tough,
just so.
dude.
So
Oh my gosh.
before you go,
Every bloody time I hear that song.
was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better?
Oh, I don't need a break. Wait. No, I
Dude,
need a break.
every
Just wait, just
time.
wait. Oh, it's just such an emotional song. You think what it means. You think about the lyrics, and you know, it's hard to know, to hear what your mind, like, that your mind can make you feel so worthless. Like those things, like only if you have seen something, like somebody close to you go through a period in their lives where, you know, where they're struggling that hard. And the thing is, you would never, when people are in such a vulnerable position, you would never expect them, you know, to just feel so worthless, so like so little. You know, like you wouldn't think, oh, you know, they don't feel like they should be here. And then it's always, it takes you by surprise, you know. Oh, it's such an emotional thing. He shines a light in such a difficult topic.
That's
And
tough.
it makes it art. It makes it such a beautiful thing to look at.
Every time I hear that song.
Every
oh my
single
God.
time.
I like him and I hate him for that.
I hate him for making me feel emotions.
Every time.
But I love him. I
Well,
absolutely adore
sometimes I
him.
play his album.
Just to feel sad?
Yeah, he's in that playlist. But sometimes I play his album just by accident, because I have, like, if you have Google Music, which is what I have, you can make like it already kind of makes a playlist of the things you've downloaded most recently.
Mm-hmm.
So if you download an album, it will just go down the line, and say you download another album, you go below that.
Mm-hmm.
So it just plays. So let's say I was listening to, I don't know, Astro World, right? I'm in a vibe there. I'm like, oh yeah, jumping around, you know, Yosemite, Yosemite,
Yosemite.
and then it goes down, and then he goes.
So.
But I'm playing a game or something.
Before you go.
Bro, I'm like playing a game, man.
Bro, I can't.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Literally.
I'm coming off cans.
Every time.
Oh, such a hard song.
Okay, I'm ready again.
Okay, you're ready. Let's go.
Before you go, was there something I could have said to make it
I'd pay to see him live.
hurting? Kills
Definitely.
me how your mind can make you feel so helpless. Before you go, would it be better off by now?
Raspiness is sick.
If I'd let my words come down.
Oh man.
Maybe I guess we'll never know. You know, you know. Before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd know you were the storm to weather. So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so helpless.
The lights sort of like blink.
Before you go.
What a man. What a guy. What a singer.
Oh,
Oh shit! What a performance as well. That's really, really well made with like. I like that rooftop. You mentioned Super M did it as well. No?
yeah, Super M is with Capitol Records. Like Super M, like SM Entertainment
And Capitol Records have a deal.
Records have a deal.
Are they? Is that why people have so much faith in Super M? Because
Yeah, because
for the Western world,
Mhm.
they're gonna bridge that gap, just like BTS will
They
bridge the
have,
gap.
yeah, they have made
I think what they're
record breaking.
I think what they're realizing with Super M though is like how hardcore the industry is in the Western world in terms of like influence. You know, it's like octopus.
Yes,
You know,
having
the tentacles everywhere and stuff like that, rather than being it so sort of like fan organic.
or so unidimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just that's just how the music industry works here.
It's crazy.
You know. Okay.
Louis Capaldi, dude,
Yeah.
he's the king of my life. He like
Yeah, you
if
adore him.
I love him. I love every piece of content that man puts out. Music,
Every TikTok.
comedy, TikToks, everything he comes out with is gold. It's gold, and I appreciate it. Like this is what I think. This is my thought process with him.
Yeah.
When I first started listening to Louis Capaldi, I had no, like, in 2015, I had no idea what that man looked like.
2015.
Yeah, when I first started listening to Louis Capaldi.
Before he even blew.
Before he even blew.
You knew him before he blew.
I knew him before he
Loyal,
even blew.
loyal. Proud.
Proud fan here.
There's no better feeling than that though.
Oh, it is.
There's
Like,
no
nobody
better
knew, but you
feeling.
knew, and you're like, haha, so good.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I used to think and listen to his lyrics and listen to his music, and I would like think, wow, this man, such a wounded guy. You know, he's so broken, and he has so much to say to the world. You know, he like his emotions just run so deep, and it just to me it was hard to compile exactly what type of like emotional roller coaster you would go through when you listen to Louis Capaldi's music.
Yeah.
And his compositions are so beautifully melancholic. You know, they have that undertone of sadness or heartbreak, and it's so passionate and it's so real. You know, it's so raw.
I like to describe him as, you know, when you watch those movies, and in those movies someone's going like through a lot of pain, and even like in some movies where like someone's scratching someone, or like a
So
tight, like,
raw. Yeah,
like
it's
that.
so raw.
That's what I feel.
It's like an open wound.
Yep.
And I used to listen to his music and think, wow, you know, the depth. Such a complicated artist. So hard to understand what he must go through. And then you see his interviews, he's like, yeah, poop. You know, and that just made me appreciate his artistry and how he copes with everything. A bit admire him more.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just like it's hard to, you know, be in pain and write about these things, and then you would think, oh, constantly being in pain and having to walk through life that way.
Oh,
it'd
be way too hard.
It's such a task. It's such a task.
Too draining.
Yes, and to see that he has such a great coping mechanism that is comedy, the way he just jokes around and that finds maybe it's like, yeah, like I said, a coping mechanism, but and deep down he's still wounded and hurt, but it's an easier way to get through life, you know. And I appreciate him as an artist and as a human. So Louis Capaldi,
Yeah.
thumbs up. Right, what do you want to watch next?
Let's watch.
So
Let's go now to watch our second French artist ever,
okay.
which his name is Gambi.
Gambi.
Uh,
Okay, I'm not even gonna try to say the name of the song because I can't.
Dance l'espèce. L'espèce.
Featuring.
En
Huss?
toi. En foi.
And.
J Hus.
No.
Hughes.
Hughes.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry. We'll try.
We try.
Yeah.
I actually have no knowledge in the French culture or language whatsoever.
We have absolutely no clue who this person is. First time.
We don't even know what genre he sings.
Yeah, no clue. We just saw some fellow YouTubers that do like, you know, they watch music from all over the world, and you know
that name used to come up a lot.
So we were like, yeah, why not?
So if it's good, everybody's having such a great reaction, why not we?
Like we said in the AYA NAKAMURA video, send your if you've been in the channel before and you know French music, then send us, you know, your requests that you think we would like, or someone, you know, who's making a lot of noise right now and stuff like that, to see what sort of trend is like. We just want to learn music, man. Just like when we did with K-pop, we just want to
expand our taste. Like, the world has so much to offer, and we're so limited. Like you get to find so many amazing artists, and you start to like. You open this whole new world of music.
It's like opening Pandora's box, but it's not the end of the world.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
All that comes out is like fantastic, great things out of it.
And now, because of the internet, you literally have it in your hands. So
help us go through that endeavor.
Imagine the amount of music I would have missed out on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You would have missed out on the best singers that you like.
Bro,
your favorite singers.
Imagine if it, like, we would have missed out on Dimash. We would have missed out on I didn't know stuff about Rosalia. I just know the reggaeton Rosalia.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
And that was good. And we were like, oh, okay, Rosalia, nice.
Yeah, but it
was like
reggaeton.
Nice.
Reggaeton doesn't allow her to show that
her capabilities.
Yeah.
And like then we opened up to this whole world of K-pop, and it's Jackson Wang.
Jackson Wang.
you know? And yeah, and the Western music keeps, you know, being blown up in our faces because we live in London.
Bro,
so.
then watching all them dance, you know, like Momo and Mina, like, and then watching like you know the Jennys, the Lisas, the Jesus, the Rosés, like it's been mad. It's just been crazy.
It's been such a ride.
And I feel like I'm widening language, trying to sound smart, but not really.
So opening up more space, making space.
Yeah, less monkey brain. Now it's like, I don't know, a bison brain, which is really big. Bison is just big. Just a big animal. Yeah. I saw a video of a bison, like a ram.
We're derailing.
We're derailing. But wait, I saw last night. It's bison, which it looks like a monster, mate. And he has like it looks like a camel, but it's just hairier and bigger. Yeah? Because he has like a lump. It's all like what do you call it? The guy from Notre Dame?
Like hunchback.
The hunchback. He looks like they have a hunchback thing. Yeah? And when he saw this car, yeah, and he rammed into it like it was a piece of paper. And then people would still come up to it and try to take photographs of it. Bro, just...
Is it as big as an elephant?
No, not that big, not that big. But if you see it,
show me.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Bison. No, not biso. Bison.
The animal.
Look at it.
Ah, yeah, it's like a buffalo.
Yeah, look how. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like a buffalo.
Look how big it is.
It's huge.
Dude, it's the same. That's the same size as like a minivan.
Oh wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Exactly. And then you see it just running through people.
It's like, look at this.
And you get all these people from like Oklahoma, so it's like, oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's a pretty big bison. You know, it's like.
I didn't know those things. That's what you call them. I thought they were like buffaloes.
Yeah, maybe that's what you call them. But in the video it said bison, so.
Maybe that's the actual name of the thing, and buffalo is just like another animal. I actually think it's another animal that looks similar.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's watch then. Gambi.
Gambi, first time.
Dance.
No.
Lesbos.
Don't try. You're murdering it. Don't try.
Oh, thanks, bro. I'm murdering it. Let's go. Go on then.
Oh no, wrong one. Wait. Okay, sorry. Here it is.
Let's do Capaldi.
Yippee-yo, School out,
Ça dit que le sang, on spectaculaire.
Papa.
Dans le deuxième, je fais partir des 12. Boss comme un boss.
Oh, what happened? Don't
Spassing.
freeze. It's passing out.
Work like a boss.
Work like a boss.
Oh, we've got the subtitles as well now.
Oh, let's go back to the beginning. So it's like, there we go. Hey.
Yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Ça dit quoi le sang, on se pète à quelle heure? Je suis dans le 12ème, je fais partir des 12. Boss comme un boss, boss comme un boss. Je suis avec la poisse, pousse, fais la passe. J'ai des
This is very fun.
tac tac. Hier j'étais dans le bus, pourtant j'ai grave du buzz.
Reste la truc de
J'attends
boss.
personne pour rester dans les soucis. Elle veut tout tisser depuis la salsa.
La salsa.
Yeah, my-
Notre club en terre de salade. Sur Paname, je me balade.
This is so fun.
Je pense à toi. Oh my way. Notre club en terre de salade. Sur Paname, je me balade.
That's a club vibe. Shisha lounge.
This is so good.
Je suis dans le bac, t'en fais un à quoi? Je suis complète et j'en pense à toi. Là, je suis dans l'espace. Là, je suis dans l'espace. Et après, tu me resserres à moi. Et après, je te resserre à toi. Là, je suis dans l'espace.
I like
Là, je
that.
suis dans l'espace.
La gueule de est ramenée sous bonne escorte. Elle est bonne et forte, t'as ma parole d'escroc. Reste l'enfoiré, Carlos Gambi au
Look at
micro.
that fashion
Je vais
sense
tout baiser
though.
comme
Why
les-
does French?
Fashion sense though.
Why does French sound like gangster? Even though the language,
It's
it
so
can sound so
romantic.
yeah. What
Yeah.
the fuck? How
It's
can that
such a
be possible?
romantic language, and
That-
yet this guy's like out here.
That girl in the background is really good looking.
All of the girls that they have there are pretty hot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that one's pretty good looking. The one wearing what is she like brunette?
Yeah. The
She's-
one with the dark lipstick. Not the one that's wearing the sunglasses.
Yeah,
She's also really hot.
I don't know. I can't really tell.
I
She's
saw
good
her
looking.
earlier.
And that jacket's hard.
Yeah. Fashion sense. One more time.
Jack's
France
hard.
is winning. France is taking all the premios
Yeah.
with the fashion.
Comme les événements de récemment. Chef d'établissement dans l'appartement. On connaît le maniement.
Bro, look at what he's wearing, man.
Manuellement,
sick.
automatiquement. Probablement PDG du bâtiment. Oh,
My wife.
2-3 clopes, un tas de salade.
Nice.
Sur Paname, je me balade. Je me resserre et je pense à toi. Oh,
My wife.
2-3 clopes, un tas de salade. Sur
Oh,
Paname,
my.
je me balade. Je me resserre et je pense à toi.
Je suis dans le bac, t'en fais un à quoi? Je suis complète et j'en pense à toi.
I like his voice.
Yeah, it's
Dans
good.
l'espace. Là, je suis dans l'espace.
So he's the crazy one.
Tu me resserres à moi.
He's the funny rapper sort of thing. I like that.
Là, je suis dans l'espace. Là, je suis dans l'espace.
She's very good looking, that girl.
Automatiquement.
Boss comme un boss, boss comme un boss.
Manuellement. Automatiquement.
Boss comme un boss, boss comme un boss.
Manuellement. Automatiquement.
Boss comme un boss, boss comme un boss.
This is so fun.
Automatiquement.
Boss comme un boss, boss comme un boss.
Work like a boss.
T'en fais un à quoi?
Hey.
Je suis complète et j'en pense à toi. Là, je suis dans l'espace. Là, je suis dans l'espace. Et après, tu me resserres.
You see what I'm
This
talking
is
about?
so much fun.
You see what I'm talking about with the details? We noticed it before in the other one. Everything's very consistent. You do tend to get in rap videos from other genres where details
Other
are
genres, you mean other
other parts of the
countries?
world where, well, especially here in London actually, and even American rap.
The
where
outfit doesn't really have to match the environment.
fashion isn't really that big of a deal.
And
It's more
yeah.
about just the brand. It's more about just
The flex.
the flex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the drip.
pretty sure they're flexing there.
Oh,
but have you
totally.
seen him like
But
wearing?
it works fashionly like outfit wise. It works. Like they pay attention to what they're gonna wear.
on
Wear.
the two videos we've watched so far. Again, too young yet on my French music knowledge to make a
But we do know French people.
strong enough opinion or a concrete enough opinion. Have you seen them with a bunch of drip, like kilograms of jewelry, like you see in America? No.
Not really.
What do you notice more?
The
fashion
shoes,
sense.
the sunglasses, you know, how
Seen it.
everything is so nicely coordinated.
Yeah.
I mean, the people in the background in white and orange.
Yeah, and you don't have to wear that drip when Gambi is wearing that. He's wearing like, have you seen that jacket by Joe Rogan? That NASA jacket.
Yes.
Yeah, he's wearing that same as his
That's
friend.
Polo. That's Polo. Or Emporio Money.
It could be, yeah. So
But I
it's
think what he's wearing was Tommy.
maybe.
I think I think I saw the little branding.
But his trousers have like holes, and then his shoes are the same material sort of look. Come on,
yeah,
you don't
and
need
it's
anything
not
else.
and it's not about the brands. It's really not about showing off the brand.
Could be,
that much.
but it could. Yeah, it's definitely drip. It could.
But what I'm saying is like the focus isn't.
Yeah, the
I'm wearing
focus is-
Armani.
The focus is the fashion, is the look.
Yeah, it's fashion. It's very fashion forward.
I like that.
Me too.
I like that a lot.
I appreciate it.
Et après je te resserre à toi.
And it's just the vibe, bro. It's
Dans
fun.
l'espace. Lâché dans l'espace.
Hey.
He's so much fun, isn't he?
Look at the details in the jacket, orange
It's
as
that
well.
happy vibe.
He'll be so fun to go out with. Oh yes, of course. It's like we're done.
Peace out.
What a vibe, bro.
Peace out. That was just so cool. I love that song. It's such a good, like, it's such a fun vibe.
Yeah.
That's what, play that where I'm in the club. I'm gonna start laughing at nothing.
Exactly. I feel like this music. I don't know if this is like
Put you in a good mood.
what typical music is over there, but you know how Latino music, it always makes you feel really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Put
happy.
you in a really good mood all the time.
you
You're
know what I
always
mean?
want to go dancing or something.
That you end up like that
You're like,
at the end of the night because you're like,
yes.
yeah. And by the end of the night, I mean like the next morning.
9 o'clock the next morning.
This has this. It had the same effect with me. I don't know if it's because we're Latinos, but it kind of just reminded me of that type of vibe. Like this isn't just a club song. This is like a house party song that then you end up in the club with, and then you're chilling in the lounge, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. I like that a lot. I like him a lot.
And he is so fun. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just fun. It's relaxed. It's chilled, and it's just happy. I like that. I miss that type of vibe.
Yeah.
We need to listen to more of that stuff.
Well, last thing we have, is
You're taking so long. Are you even thinking?
yeah. Why don't we just why don't we watch that video by Travis Scott and Nav? Because the reason why I want to watch that video is because if you're a fan of Nav or Gunna or Travis Scott, you have heard this song even before it came out, because that snippet video where they're like in a club and they're previewing their song to a bunch of the audience, just like some people in the club, went viral, right? It, over 1 million views, I think it got, and people were recording it on their phones and stuff. And hearing it from there, and then people's reactions to it, because they were vibing to it, like, oh my gosh, that flow, and that's my favorite Nav flow, and that is also my favorite Gunna flow. And Travis has that capability of adapting really well to anything.
So good, yeah. He's
and
so
kind
good
of
at it.
making it his own
Atmosphere, vibe, like, yeah,
because
mood.
he has a very distinct sound.
Mm-hmm.
So then I saw that like they released the video like a day ago, right? So when you watch this, you'll be like two days ago, unfortunately. Yeah. But let's watch it now. And I don't know what to expect, because I've heard the song already, so I don't know what the visuals are gonna look like. But this will be good to just straight up make a good point of reference of, okay, this is what French rap is like. This is what American rap it's like right now.
But I don't know if... Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Just point of reference, not a comparison, but point of reference.
Okay, let's go. So... Of course, Hot Lady. Of course. Yes. Go.
Yeah, Gunna needs to release that album.
Oh, there he is.
See,
he reminds me of the of your, like, everybody here in London has that friend. Everybody has that friend, that one friend.
Yep.
That is exactly him.
Brown boys.
That is Nav.
Yeah.
Everybody has a Nav friend.
Literally, bro.
And they're the funniest person, like the best person to go out with, like all the time. They're the best party people.
Even the way he dresses is so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That everybody here has a Nav friend.
A Nav friend, yeah. For real. He's put brown boys in the map, for sure.
Absolutely. What's he on? Like, I mean, come on, Gunna.
Gunna's on his own wave, bro.
Like, what he on?
Traffic.
Supporting Turks.
Or Turkey, or Turks.
Turks.
I'm a late bloomer, 3rd year on the scene. 20 racks don't feel like nothing to me. Came from the streets, it turned me to a beast. Invisible set diamonds hugging my piece. But me for a show, I need 80 at least. I want the smoke, ain't no keeping the peace. Keep me a razor when I'm in the east.
Oh,
Open
that
them
chorus
up just like
hard.
a surgery. Everything
Damn,
burning around me on
lady.
lit. Show a little attitude, swap out the
Next
ditch.
level
I
production,
spent 250, don't know where it went. My hood on my back, I gotta represent. Toronto, you useless, you don't got a pull. Warm that boy up, he got shot in the cold. 30 rounds in the clip, let it unload. I fucked the bitch, I pit right out of Vogue. Took 20 bitches on my first vacation. Picking up, I'm a touch, little baby. The other watch got diamonds in the face. Pulling out, ass to take a taste, little baby. Pulling out 50 racks, walking down the
those
cheese.
ladies,
If I
oh
drop
my
dead,
God,
I'll be
we
hard
like
to
those.
breathe. Hardly get thirsty, got water like a leak. My brother got locked, another bottle got pee.
Popping on the block, I never serve a cop. I office couple Glock, I ain't about to see the grade. Pull up, I make it stop. I shot one stop, but I'm hop 7 days. Who the little nigga I see hopping out of raid? Chopper get it, chopping like a blade.
Look at, come
Ain't get no
on.
money, but
Okay,
you-
okay. Now, Gunna's style has always been very forward and very up there. If you see Gunna's skybox, his video, like, you know, people are making jokes and memes because he looks like someone's grandma. But
I haven't actually seen that.
oh, I have to show you the photos, bro. After this. But he's very he's very designer forward. So, you know how some designer brands are they really push, you know, what the standards are, and he loves them. So, talking about, you know, what we're talking about, how some French artists are really on point with that, I would put Gunna in that category as well, because he's very fashion forward. So it doesn't surprise me he's wearing, you know, bandanas, and he's wearing like that type of drip rather than just ice.
Yeah.
So but this is why I see the difference. American rap videos wise are Hollywood.
Yes, yeah, that's a very good way of saying it. That's true, yeah.
French videos that we've watched so far still have the feel of grime videos in London.
That's true. I agree. Yes.
See that?
Yes.
Because rap videos here in London, not just grime. Grime is its own vibe, but hip hop here in London, it can look like as good as Steph Lodon can look like, you know, that AYA Nakamura. It's the same, you know, that's like 5-star video production. But then this is like
it's
Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's like an A-list movies.
Yeah, the production goes beyond when it comes to American rap. I agree.
And whether you're like a mumble rap fan or you know, you only like lyricism stuff like that, it's like I always say it like this: if you come and watch this and then you're like, oh, this is trash, why did you come watch it? Why did you click when you know Nav and Gunna and Travis Scott? That's what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cadence, it's flow, it's looks, it's
big booties in the ground.
it's a culture sort of thing. It's right. It's less lyricism than anything else. So it's like I always say, if you come and watch this, not us, I mean like the actual video. If you come and watch that and then you're like, oh, I can't believe what hip has become, it's like, okay, cool, then don't watch it.
But I think in this day and age, there is such a big gamma, like such a big compilation of not a compilation, but like there's so many choices. Yeah, there's so many choices that you actually have the opportunity. Yeah, the opportunity to listen to whatever you want to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, you want lyrical rap, you can go find lyrical rap with like Joyner Lucas and like Royce the 5'9" and Eminem and like Kendrick Lamar. Like there's so many artists out there that's
still modern now. Like you don't have to look at old school rap.
Exactly, that do really trendy new sound lyrical rap, and then you also want to like listen to, have a good time, just vibe and just get in the mood for like partying or whatever, then you have Gunna, you know. And Nav is such a cool guy. Like I love what he does.
You're a fan of him, yeah.
I absolutely love his flow and his music and the things that he stands for. I think he is so good.
Yeah. The only thing that you've ever mentioned with Nav is that the thing with Nav is like it's what I've said. You know what you're signing up to. So sometimes when he tries to deviate from what's made him relevant or not I wouldn't say relevant, but was give him such a huge fandom.
Okay.
Then people are like, oh, I missed the old Nav. So it's like, but then don't complain if it's the same cadence or if it's the same sort of like, if it seems repetitive.
Yeah.
Because
that's what people like from him. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that thin line with Nav when it comes to that stuff.
I actually think he's great in whatever he does. And, well, you know, Travis Scott, he's outstanding.
I feel like, you know how there's like this whole thing about mumble rap and then lyrical rap and then...
The whole debate
yeah,
in the world.
I feel like most people, this is, again, just my opinion, I feel like most people are a mixture of both.
Yeah.
And then there's not really that black and white. However, there are a lot of mumble rappers that are trash. A lot.
Because I think it's easier.
Oh no, hell yeah, it's easier.
It's way easier to
and it's also
have a hit song that doesn't have any lyrical context.
And it's also oversaturated. Because mumble rapper isn't just me, eyes on me. No, it's also like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no context.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
what we were talking about earlier. We were watching No Life Shack, and
talking about some other rappers, and he was like
talking about KSI. Watch this reaction,
and he watched the reaction of KSI
reaction Inception, and KSI was saying, it's like, come on, I'm not mumbling, and then KSI repeats the line he's saying, right, and it's like, I got so much ice is dripping like water.
And you're like...
And it's like, okay, cool.
But what does that mean?
What are you talking about?
You're not telling me a story.
It's like, your jewelry. Okay, cool. Why were you talking about your jewelry? You know what I mean?
So
just because every other rapper does that. You know what I mean? And fair enough. Their line sounded cool. So I'm with KSI. So yeah, that's a good line. Whatever. But then No Life Shack is like, I wasn't even going at you. I was going at Lil Pump. Because it's like, Ebola in my neck. Ooh. I got wrist in my neck. Ooh. Put in my chest. You know what I mean? Lil Pump's biggest talent is pretending he has a talent.
No, I actually think he also
fun.
has
Lil Pump is fun.
He also has his time in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's
True.
also that.
True.
Yeah, like if you're about to get pizza and like your bottle of wine before you like start getting ready to go to the club, he's the guy you want to put.
To get pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the boys in the car. Just mumble.
Ooh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the people that you want to hang around with. It's true.
Okay, I get your point.
So that's what I'm saying. You got such a big choice list of people that you like, music and artists that you can listen to, and you just have to be in the right mood. They fit a right. All of these artists fit a right moment in life.
Yeah.
But you just gotta find it.
Yeah, but I'm with No Life Shack when he says, it's like, it isn't just like you're mumbling the words. It's like, you're mumbling
What's the context? Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no back end. You know what I mean?
You're not telling a story. You're not going anywhere. Yeah.
Hopping on your page, tell me we can never be the same. You know I like flirt, no skirts and tucks. I'm putting in work, I beat out the frame. Shit sweet, I'll move no perk. I bought all Birkin.
How heavy those chains are.
90s ass so like Bob do the fame. Get your whole cracks and grades. Come away, this being on the way. We can split a billy with the game. 20 bitches on my
all
first
of them are really
weekend.
good
I ain't picking up, I'm a church little baby. Every other watch got diamonds in the face. Pulling out, I take a taste, little baby. Pulling out 50 racks from the cheese. If I drop dead, I'll be hard to real please.
Like chilling there.
Got water like a
Cameo, little chicken cameo.
He was in the snippet as well.
First summer takes had a whole bunch of work. I breed two jets had a whole lot of babes. I first take a game, change a burst with a change gon' hurt, but it really ain't a game. Shut it like the Turk, I've been
I love him.
Really get the trippin' on the stage. Never ever let them see the minutes to pay. Niggas having beef, I hope they pray. Cactus jack me up and down the toe. Make sure the ones you with on go. Make sure the ones you with is with it.
I love Travis, dude.
She need a quick tank, I'm the text with the G's. But for that body, need more than degrees. Filling the nose with some shit I can ski with. Hey, this up first, I'm just hard to believe.
20 bitches on my first vacay. I ain't picking up, I'm a church little baby. Every other watch got.
What's a more trademark noise than by Travis
It's
Scott?
super big echo and high reverb.
How was he done that?
So much autotune.
You listen.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
You listen to that. In
You know
any
it's
song.
Travis.
In any song, even if it's not actually even singing.
It's Travis.
You know, Travis was involved in this.
Travis.
Yeah.
I actually love what he brought to the table here. You
Sorry.
got caught on my fishnets. Yeah, I really like what his sound. Again, you said it at the beginning. He's so good at knowing what the song requires from him.
Yeah.
and adapting really easily to the song and the vibe of the song. But it always blows me away what he can, like, how different, like how fresh he can make a track sound.
You know what I'm always very curious about? What's the relationship between Gunna and Thug? Because, again, I'm not very well versed. That's what I'm asking. I'm not very well versed on that. But it's like, they've done so many collabs together. They've done so many projects together. And he's always involved. Even when Gunna or Lil Baby, like, I think it's mainly Gunna. And, you know, Gunna does have a Young Thug influence, for sure. Same as Nav, you know? So it's like, I wonder what maybe it's like a mentorish relationship, you know, because Young Thug is a household name.
Yes.
I think if he was in a better label, he'll be just as big as Drake.
Ah, well, you look at that. That's a big statement.
Yeah, because, well, think about it. Who's the Young Thug? What he's done with the whole echo-ish, reverb, mumble-ish thing was Young Thug first.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was Lil Wayne was doing the first. When he was kind of mumbling, you know, that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then kind of Young Thug was always doing those high pitches, those, yeah, ho, ho. You know what I mean? Which is why Young Thug isn't really everyone's cup of tea, because when he starts doing his high pitch stuff, you know, sometimes it's a bit like wild. But I just want to know, you know, please let us know, because I've always been interested in this.
I have no idea about
as
that.
I've always said, I find it more organic or more genuine to learn from you guys rather than me just going on Google. And then, you know, just learning from a robot.
Yeah.
In the face, pulling out, ass to take a taste, little baby. Pulling out 50 racks, walking out of cheese. If I drop dead, I'll be hard to like please.
Every London grime
got water
ever.
like a leak. My brother got locked, another bottle gotta pee.
Big product placement there. Turks. I'm saying, that's another level, bro. Of production.
Of production, absolutely. It's something else.
UMG.
It's something else.
Nice.
Yeah, he's with a huge label.
Let's see what people are saying in the comments, the memes.
UMG.
The hip hop community is a joke for memes.
Nav, leave a comment for a chance to win Turk's merch pack.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's cool.
Finally, Nav acting confident. I like that. Good man.
Didn't he do that before? Obviously not.
He's always had that sort of like a different vibe. This is a I see that. This is a different Nav. Because also, he's more established now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People know who Nav is. 100%.
And they respect him now.
I feel like they do. Well, I do anyways.
Yeah.
The story of an Indian warlord and his female militia.
Literally. I love that. I just realized that's true.
For real. Producer, so how many models do you want? Nav, yes.
Yes. Yes. Shorts? Yes. Big rifles? Yes.
Doctor, what's your name? Gunna. Doctor, the first name. Gunna. Feature. Yeah, for real. Gunna be featuring everywhere, bro.
He is el hot tequeño.
Literally, yeah.
He's el de tequeño from the party.
Weezy, Nav, Gunna. Weezy at it. Clearly, God sent us this masterpiece from his studio in heaven.
It's such a good song.
For real.
And not only that, but they complemented it so well with that incredible music video as well. So great.
Awesome.
So good. Yo, guys, thank you so much for staying with us. It has been a ride. This I feel like I always say that at the end of every podcast.
This has definitely been a
but
ride.
I mean it every single time I say it. This has been such a ride. I mean, first time listening to what's trendy in France and the French music. It was such an eye-opening thing. It's incredible because it's so easy to listen to as well.
You can also see the influences from other parts of the world in France as well. So
I think that it's just great. And then we got to see Suho live. It's magical.
yeah. You know,
Dimash.
You know what I've said? So I said French men and their fashion sense is outstanding. I think the people who set the trend for that were Koreans.
Wow, good. I actually think that's a very good, because I always
Koreans
think,
or Japanese?
same, both of them. I actually think Japanese and Korean people always are like one step ahead of what's gonna be really popular fashion wise in the rest of the world. And they're so ahead of their time when it comes to fashion sense. That's so true. I agree.
Because if you look at, if you've ever been interested
but France kind of like embodies it, and like they give their little shape.
Twist it, they twist it.
Yeah, they give it something different.
If you've ever looked at, if you've ever been interested in fashion shows or modeling yourself, and you do research and stuff like that, after my sister said it, you said it to me maybe like 3 years back, and you said, Efra, like if you want to be ahead of the curve, copy now what Koreans or Japanese
people are doing,
guys are doing, and what they're wearing and stuff. And then like a year, 2 years later,
it's like a thing here, and you're like,
I
was wearing it before.
The masks, you know, those black masks that we used to wear before the apocalypse, the face masks, skull stuff. Spikes.
The whole like the goth e-boy type like hybrid thing that they were doing, like hip-hop hybrid thing.
The whole contact stuff when that became a thing. The whole, you know, those, you know, even Louis Vuitton now has those shoes, but it was a lot of people in Korea and Japan doing that. Though, you know, those shoes that have like the spikes in the front. You know,
that was the biker boots.
The gloves that only go halfway here, the fingerless gloves, and you can just wear them even if you're working out.
And they were so popular and like so early in the like this, maybe from to like 2010 onwards. Just because that's when I started being more aware of like the Asian culture being so ahead of like fashion sense.
Yeah, bright neon jumpers.
Yes, and I used to think, oh my god, that's so weird. And then you started wearing it here before anybody would, and they'd be like, "Oh wow, that's so out there. That is so just out there."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Who's wearing it now? Then who is wearing it now?"
Yeah. But
saying.
It has been a really good week of music. Actually, I was just listening to Party Next Door before we started the podcast, his newest album, and I think
that you best believe
that is one of those. That's one of those albums that I can just. Well, I did not skip a song.
But that's the quality for Party Next Door. I think, like we said before when we reacted to Believe It.
Yeah.
That's what Party Next Door is great at, creating an atmosphere.
He creates consistently good music in an album.
Good. And it's so
which is hard.
And it's so coherent. You know, because that's the other thing. I feel so many R&B albums kind of like become repetitive and not coherent.
Yeah.
They lose that tiny little line there. It's quite easy to be like.
It still has that issue I think of where I thought it was a little bit too long. I thought it was a little bit too long. I thought from Believe It.
How many tracks is that?
19.
Oh yeah, a bit too long. I agree. You start having
consistency issues and repetitive issues.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, hold on a second. I thought this, you know what I mean? I've heard this before, but you haven't.
Mhm.
Let me find it.
It's an important. I think it's a very important. It's important to have new music every time, and he does that.
Oh, 15,
really well.
15.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
From but I think there was only 2 unnecessary ones in there. I can't pin them right now. I'll have to listen again. But I thought from I think maybe it was Touch Me. I don't know. But everything was perfect. Like every song was so good, and from Believe It onwards, though all those songs are my favorite songs.
Yes.
You know how you have like you have favoritism towards certain songs.
Yeah.
Believe It, Never Again, PGT, Another Day, Savage Anthem.
Savage.
And then we've obviously heard. I think most people have heard Loyal, which is the one that Bad Bunny remixed with Drake.
Oh yes.
Really
good as well. Even the remix was so good.
It was a good album. It was a genuinely good album, and I like that that sound of Party Next Door, because it's inspired so many people, man, in the R&B industry. So many people try and mimic that sound because it's such a cool sound.
And it's so hard to obtain. So people that actually successfully get something close as an influence, are so successful as well, because it's a hard thing. It's a hard atmosphere to master. And he just does such a good job. His music overall is just incredible.
And he's very young, man. He's 26.
Yeah, he's ahead of his time. He's one of those creators that's just ahead of his time.
Yeah.
And he obviously has a lot of influence from so many different backgrounds in music. You can tell by his chord progression, his arrangements, and lyrics and stuff. You can see that he has taken a lot of influences
Snippets.
from everywhere.
Old school R&B.
Yes,
New
and
school R&B.
proper soul music, and rhythm and blues, like the old times. Like, he has the package.
I like Party Next Door a
Yeah,
lot.
he's incredible. I appreciate his music a lot.
Anyways, thanks for watching and for staying all this time with us. Remember, we will start dwelling and dipping our toes in new music. So if you have music from any other parts of the world, like for example, a lot of you recommended Dimash, and we have found
French.
not arguably, but I think fact is that we found the best voice in the planet right now.
Dimash. Yeah.
You know, we just found out these 2 French rappers, artists. So yeah, literally, I've always said it, anything goes. Let us know what you like. We're probably gonna try and dwell a little bit deeper into French. So let us know.
Anything European, we're so willing to listen to anything.
If you like French music, or you know French music, send that through, because I like that vibe.
And I love the language. It sounds so much cooler when they speak in French.
Yep.
Like, way cooler than English or Spanish. I don't know what it is. It's probably because I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. Literally. French people be like, oh, Spanish is so much better. Or like, oh,
and
English.
you're like, no. It's because I don't understand. And it makes it so much more attractive to my eyes.
Yeah. All right. Anyways. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Sup, people, if you're a dancer. Sup, people, if you're watching this and you're a rapper or a beat producer,
a singer, a ghostwriter, or even just somebody who likes new music,
then this is for you.
Feature Friday is the show where we make new music every week, featuring your tracks, your raps, your lyrics, or yourself as an artist.
There's no catch. This isn't one of those weird posts where you click on the website and you're trying to order AirPods and they say it's free, and then you have to pay like $100,000 million for shipping. This is completely free. We understand how difficult it is in the music industry to get seen, and there's so many amazing rappers and singers and beat producers out there. So this is just a place to showcase your skills. We showcase our skills. We make music every week, which we love doing anyways. We get to show new artists to new people, and new people to new artists.
So if you'd like to get featured next, message me here on Instagram or email me, and we will get in touch pretty soon.
Please do it fast, because a waiting list is forming and we don't want anyone waiting around. Keep scrolling by.
See you Friday.
Peace.
Bye-bye.